right, thank you, team. Chris, welcome back to F.A.C.E.
Hey, how are you doing, Dale?
Very good, Chris. In fact, great to have you here. I was thinking about our last talk. Are you going to share your screen here, buddy?
Yeah,
So,
let's see
okay.
here. You cannot do it while other participant is sharing.
Yeah, they just stopped.
Okay.
They let go of control.
Oh, there we
So,
go. Let's see here. All right.
all right.
Think
So,
we,
Chris, where you want to start? What is this?
well, this is Bitcoin.
Okay.
Um,
All right. I was going to get here, but at first, I want to acknowledge last time you were on. If you pull up your S&P chart, we
yeah,
were
let
in
me
the
go ahead and pull
midst
that up
of
there.
a counter trend rally, and I think it was after the first break, so it probably goes back to longer term. Yeah, it was two. Okay, and I said new highs, and you said no, and then you came up with your levels, and you were real bearish on that rally.
Yeah,
Great call.
it worked this time,
Yeah,
right?
I mean it was a great call, and also you were bullish Dixie from 90. And if my memory serves me, you had like a 107 target in the dollar.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, back in let me see here. Yeah, back
And
around the beginning of January 21 there, I said, it looked like the bottom. We had that reversal there.
yeah,
And the market was just so incredibly bearish at the time. I think it was like over 95% or something. And
yeah, yeah,
um,
that was a
looking for that
great
100
trade.
plus, potentially up to around 113. But yeah, definitely getting up there. So
And now it seems like the boat is definitely after this advance shifted to the majority of people, and even in some of the commitment of traders reports, um, overly bullish the dollar.
yeah.
Specs very long up here. Is 107 still your number?
I think we've probably got a little bit further to go up here. What I'm kind of watching is we hit this resistance up here that comes off of that August of '01.
Yeah,
So basically, right around that dot-com bubble time.
right.
Excuse me. And then, of course, it traveled down here to the great financial crisis down here at the bottom, and we've rallied back up. But if we run that parallel channel there off them two lows from 92 and then '08 here, with the top being that '01, we've basically hit that level there.
Okay.
That's where we kind of hit that. So, but I think this is still. I think we have just maybe gotten through three or just about to finish wave three. So we've got like this 1, 2, 3. So either three is going to finish up just a bit higher, and then we'll pull back for four, and then we'll get five still higher yet, or
Okay.
we're on three, we'll pull back four and still get five. So I still think we've got a little bit further to go.
Okay. All
You're
right.
saying that, yeah.
But I mean, you can't expect perfection at the crap table. 107 at that time to most market participants seemed like a real aggressive call. So
Yeah,
nice work on that.
appreciate it.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to crypto.
Okay,
Let's.
yeah. So big talk everywhere, right? I mean, it's all over mainstream news and everything, and
Yeah.
everybody's extremely bearish. That at this point, I mean, it could be the top here. This could be five at the top here, and we could be setting into just a big correction of the last 10 years. So, a real big correction. But I'm not convinced yet that that's what we're doing. Right now, we've pulled back with a solid wave four, not quite 50% of that pullback. We had a great reaction this weekend on Sunday coming off them lows.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Yeah,
Yeah. It
coming off
went to
these lows down here. And so we're
17.5.
kind of watching this
Yeah.
right now.
Okay.
You know, do we
So I
get
mean,
this advance?
if you like it, you just you get long and you get out of the way under Sunday or Saturday's lows, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're good here, you definitely don't want to hold below a drop here, because then you're looking at probably 15.4, something like that is like the
Yeah.
next target down. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, if you're going to get long now, stop loss under that swing low, look for a breakout right here. If we can get a breakout above this 23.3 level, we should rally right on up here to around 28.29. And so that should be
Okay.
a
And I saw
nice
your
little dip
longer
there.
term count was way up there. But
Yeah.
if this is four, a five implies new highs, right?
Yeah,
On your
exactly,
weekly.
exactly. So based on the height here of wave 4, we're already looking at maybe 156,000 or so, but Bitcoin always does the whole, excessive rally at the end. And so that could actually end up much higher if it is correct in there. So yeah,
Okay.
a lot of possibility.
What's really been a freight train has been the weakness in the yen and the strength in US dollar yen. And we're really getting extreme now. I'm wondering, do you have a count to share on that pair?
So right now, looking at this locally here, I mean, let me kind of zoom out here a little bit. Here we go. So we've got the idea that maybe we're doing this whole 1-2 thing here. And so which would give us a lot higher move up locally here, 1, 2, 3, maybe even 140, 141. And that's just interior there. So kind of still zooming out here. Basically you have your large count, your 4 down here. And this is what we're working on is that 5. But it just, like you said, it just keeps extending. It just keeps on just rallying the heck out of it. And, and it's like, it's one of those things where you don't want to short until there's really a reason to short, because you're going to get caught.
Okay. So you have a 5 possibility around 37.5. Am I reading that correctly?
Yeah.
And that may end 3. Or that's
that
one of
3.
Oh, well, okay. So I mean, this is
3, 5.
This is just beginning. So you get a nice pullback, and we haven't even finished wave 1.
Yeah, quite potentially. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I mean,
so
what I like
can
here,
imagine 3 of 3.
Well, I mean, even if we take these counts off here, I love this structure. When you're coming in sideways here between that pivot and that R1, usually you'll test that R1, you'll come back down. And if you get a breakout back above that without getting down to the pivot, usually it's extremely bullish and you run up through the R4 or R5. So just kind of watching at the moment. Now, this is the 4-hour chart. So, obviously by the time it gets up here, it'd probably be, the next week and pivots will change. But this is pretty aggressive right here. If we get the pullback and continue up without coming near that pivot, we should rally up pretty good.
Okay. So let's get back to the S&Ps. Because I know even some bears who are right about the top are looking for a bear market rally to ensue. They've been looking for it for a little while. Does your work say that we could get some kind of face ripping, short covering rally coming in here with crude coming off and, some of the inflationary pressures that the market was worried about?
Yeah, it's a possibility. The count right now I've got says 1, 2, 1, 2, and then potentially finishing up, we've got a 1 and then a flat for a 2 here of 3. So if this count is correct, we won't get that. What we'll get is this rejection here. And then you'll get like this third of a third kind of rally, or not rally, but decline there, which will really get people's attention. The third waves are the big ones, right? So that's what we'll do. But what we're going to watch here, there's a lot of overlap kind of coming in here a bit. And so there could be another view of this that kind of takes us back up here. If we're breaking out above, what is this here? About 42.
42. Yeah.
Yeah. If we're breaking out above that, I think we rally a bit higher up here, 45, 46, kind of getting up in this area. And it suggests, maybe this is 5 down maybe. And that's so it'd be a 1 and a 2. And then we get the big drop. But it kind of just depends on what happens here. Do we kind of break out up toward this area, or do we find resistance in here and drop on down?
Okay. Highest conviction trade for you going forward. For yesterday, first day of summer, someone's asking, Chris is from Texas.
Yeah.
Okay. So they recognized Richard felt at home because of your accent. All right. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So your highest conviction trade or position, or if you don't have one, that's okay.
That's a question. I wish you'd asked that probably, 6 months ago.
I did.
Right now, I think everything is really just kind of at that kind of iffiness, that kind of consolidation, potential reversal, potential continuation. Gosh, yeah, no, I think Bitcoin's a good chance right now. Long on that, as long as that bottom holds right there. because we've just come down, so far, and we'd spent like, a year and a half going sideways. So I
Let
think
me
that'd
ask you about
probably
this, Chris, because I know you're also, being a dollar bull, you've also been bearish and probably still are bearish in metals. But
yeah.
don't you have to respect how well gold has, even though it hasn't performed on the upside, how well it's held up through the rise in yields and the strength in the dollar and everything? Is it
Well, I
just,
mean, I'm not one of those people that really kind of follows this whole gold as a hedge against,
yeah,
is a hedged kind of idea. I just kind of see, gold and silver as just tradable assets. And so, if
yeah,
I'm looking at the chart here, I'm going, man, it looks like a double top. If we lose that bottom,
right,
you're dropping back down there. And for right now, it just seems like we're just finding some support right here on this high volume node, but I don't see any compelling reason. I guess because I don't buy into that whole gold narrative, any real
yeah,
compelling reason why it has to rally from here. The chart seems to scream that it wants to go down. But of course we need that, that confirmation a little bit further there, but yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it's just not
okay.
my thing that way.
And then you're still bearish silver. You have downside targets there,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
or do we?
nothing's really changed. Let me see here. Let me pull this up real quick. Man, oh man, I tell you what, trading view has been running a bit slow here lately. Let me see here. Yeah, again, kind of looking the same idea here. I've got, if we continue to drop down, well, we drop down below wave B there. So I've got this wave circle 3 target down here locally at 19.265. But, again, I haven't changed anything from where I was, gold or silver. Still
Yeah,
looking at that, below 10 kind of thing, maybe, right around 8, 7, somewhere right there.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. And yields,
Oh, let's see. I do not have a chart on that at the moment.
okay, all
Yeah.
right. Trying to think how about this break in crude
Man,
that we've
crude. I'll
had
tell you what.
recently? I mean, you're a Texas guy, so what do you think of what's happened? Is the cycle over for a
I think
while?
there's a good chance it is. Let me see here. I've got a chart right here. Maybe pull it up here. There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Yeah, so I've been kind of watching this as potentially done. Potentially, we
yeah,
had this all-time high back on July 11th of '08 at that
right,
147. I think you remember that.
yeah,
And so, I've got this potentially as a 1-2 looking at,
yeah.
looking at 3 coming down here. Let me see here. I think that's an old wave 3 target. Let me just pull this.
About $80, $60.
Let me make sure which one it is here. Yeah, probably around that 62,
Yeah,
64 kind of area, maybe.
yeah.
And so, again, if this is the top here,
There's
which would
nothing
make
to be
sense.
long. There's nothing to be long.
Right. Yeah. I
Near,
mean,
yeah.
everything's just kind of,
This is when this is a scenario that you talked about a year ago when it was right to be long everything.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then we're kind of getting that reversal off there. And, things take time to reverse, that. And,
Yeah.
unfortunately, the newer traders kind of want that to happen yesterday. I mean, I think we
Did,
all do, but,
did they
we've been
let
in
you
the
out of
market
the
a while.
mental
We know
hospital? I
sometimes.
know you got committed for talking about the scenario a year ago. People probably, oh, Chris has lost it, buddy. I mean, he's a deflationist and
Yeah.
actually thinks prices could go down while the Fed is hiking rates and everyone's talking inflation, and you're a bear on markets. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you feel like you start to have a lot of company yet, or it's still early in the process where people haven't embraced
I
gravity?
think we've got a lot more in there now, but um, it's people aren't acting the same way in the market, at least in in the stock market there yet. It seems like we've got a lot of bearishness there, but the selling just isn't there to match that kind of sentiment yet.
Okay.
Which is why I think, we get that third of a third, third of a third of a third, and that thing starts dropping. And I think that'll change. I think people finally, those that are holding out will finally sell. But I think a lot of people are still kind of holding, hoping for that reversal, not even a
Yeah.
bear market rally. I think a lot of people are hoping for that full on reversal because you got the Fed coming in and doing their thing now. I mean, just being overly aggressive, always late to the party, always reacting. overreacting. Everything was already coming down. NASDAQ topped in November last year, S&P and Dow topped in January of this year. And now the Fed gets aggressive with a 75 basis point hike, after 50. And, we hadn't even seen the 50 since the dot-com bubble back there in 2001. So, I don't think the Fed can continue that. I think they're going to have to say, whoa, wait a minute here. And I think that's what people are kind of betting on. So they're not really ready to accept that maybe that top may be in.
Right. Yeah. I recall asking a guest, do you think the Fed is making a policy error? He said, they always make policy errors.
All the time.
You could count on it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, exactly.
All right. So, pretty much the scenarios, a lot of things you were talking about, manifesting and, great work, Chris. Maybe you could show your website now and people are interested. You have any kind of trial that you offer or a newsletter?
Yeah, right now you can go to howtotradetowin.com and you can get your first week for of tier 3. It's our top level where we do all the education, everything for, I think we got it for $13 for the first week. And then if you continue on, you'll get your first month half off. And so, yeah, just even if you come in for the week, come on in for the week, try us out, see if you like the education and whatnot. We got more than you ever be able to go through in a month, but
yeah,
got it in there.
Okay. And pretty hot down there in Texas.
Man, I'll tell you what, there are more than enough memes circulating online about the heat here, but I'll tell you what, it's it's just summer in Texas.
Yeah, I know. High desert, California. I can relate. So yeah, so thanks, Chris, a lot, and nice calls. And we were at inflection points. It was easier to make big calls 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah,
6 months ago.
Exactly.
So now, how do you tell your students to be patient now?
Yeah, that's honestly the biggest thing. Pretty much everybody comes in, we all come in thinking the same thing. And then the few of us that are fortunate enough to figure out, well, maybe we don't exactly understand how the markets work, and we pay attention then and change our views. But yeah, patience, man, it's the hardest thing, and but it's just like, man, you have to do it. There is no other way around it. You have to be patient.
All right. Well, we patiently await your next conversation with us this fall.
Oh man, appreciate it. Yeah, looking forward to it. We'll see where we go from here.
Yeah, Chris, have a great summer trading season to you and all the people that hear your words and read your work.
I appreciate you. Thanks, Dale.
All right, that's it for today, guys. Alexander's thanking you, and good hunting, everyone, the rest of the day. You have the team on the morning edge in 25 minutes. Good hunting. And remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings, and go Texas. Talk to you later. Adios.
Hey traders, this is Blake Morrow with ForexAnalytix. Thanks for stopping by our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like these videos, share them, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the content that we provide here for free. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video.